Oh. Yeah, let's talk about the two obviously bad Halloween movies. Now, I have a few hot takes about which Halloween movies are actually bad, but everyone seems to agree that Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, and Halloween Resurrection are two of the worst ones. Um, I'm going to get into hot takes later about some of the other Halloween movies I personally think are terrible. But these two, I have to go with the popular consensus. Um, God, they fucking suck, man. They're fucking terrible movies. At least with The Curse of Michael Myers. I should also throw out that I have not seen, to my knowledge, to my memory, which is shit, I have not seen the producer's cut of The Curse of Michael Myers, and I am open to it. I am open to improvements on this film because I see The Curse of Michael Myers as just a simple example of horror movie making failure. Just failure. Uh, but I do see that there was ambition, that there was an atmosphere they were trying to convey, and a mood that they were trying to capture. It's just that they failed in capturing and conveying these things. Um, Paul Rudd really, really, really goes hard. He really goes hard. And some of his choices are interesting. I wish I could say the movie wasn't just a fucking mess. Just wasn't just bad. It's just a very fucking bad movie, The Curse of Michael Myers. But it's not miserable. It's not a miserable movie. Halloween Resurrection is a miserable movie. You actually want to see me get visibly annoyed, visibly frustrated. Um, Watch Halloween Resurrection with me. I just rewatched it, and I'm sitting there, and like I know it's gonna happen. I know all of these things, but I'm sitting there and I'm watching it, and I'm going, what the fuck is this? What am I watching? What is this? Halloween Resurrection is a film that has absolutely no respect. It's a film that I think it thinks it's being clever. I think it thinks that it's being a clever and cute and biting, maybe even scathing postmodern film. But Rick Rosenthal, which is so wild that Rick Rosenthal directed Halloween Resurrection, considering he directed the original Halloween 2, which I think is great. I love the original Halloween 2. But it kind of shows that the that fucking boomers really don't understand what made postmodern horror tick, what made the Kevin Williamson style slasher movies so engrossing and impressive and stirring and insightful. Halloween Resurrection is a postmodern horror film that just has no idea how to use postmodernism. Has no idea. Um, Even worse, a lot more criminal than that is it has absolutely no use of Michael Myers. It has no respect for Michael Myers. It doesn't care about Michael Myers, and I think possibly even more unforgivable, I think Halloween Resurrection has an active contempt for its audience, or at least it definitely thinks you're stupid. It thinks you're all idiots. Halloween Resurrection is a movie that thinks you're a complete fucking buffoon for watching it. And, maybe they're right in the end. But on my Halloween 5 video, you heard me say it's rare that you see a movie drop the ball so terribly, so hard, when the previous movie was astonishing. Like Halloween 4 is an astonishingly perfect slasher film, a perfect film. And Halloween 5, I think, is a good movie, but it's definitely pales in comparison to Halloween 4. But holy shit, now I want to say Halloween 5 is a masterpiece, having just sat through Curse of Michael Myers and Resurrection. But Resurrection, following Halloween H2O, which I think is very good, which definitely benefited from having Kevin Williamson as an original script, from Kevin Williamson's original script outline, and from having Kevin Williamson as a ghost doctor on the script itself. That's a film that understood postmodernism and horror, that understood the trend that was pervading. Um, slasher movies. Halloween Resurrection is a great example of why the return had to come. Halloween Resurrection feels passe, it feels outdated. They fucked up so hard, the only thing they could do afterwards was remake it. That's the only thing that they could do. Halloween Resurrection is such a fucking terrible movie. And I mean, what can you possibly say about it, though? Everything that could have been said about it has been said about it. In extremely humorous ways or extremely academic ones. What do you want me to say? That Busta Rhymes karate kicking Michael, make fun of that? I don't need to make fun of that. It's almost too insulting to make fun of. The film is a fucking mess. Nothing works about it. Tyra Banks is hot, and that's it. But nothing works about it. Holy shit, it's fucking miserable. It's a miserable movie. It's miserable to watch. Miserable to watch. I would rather watch The Curse of Michael Myers 6 times rather than have to watch Resurrection another one once more. Jesus fucking Christ. Because at least in Curse of Michael Myers, I am seeing. I see glimpses of original thought. I don't see Curse of Michael Myers as having an active like self hatred. I don't see any of that. I don't really like the way that it follows up Halloween 5, but then again, I didn't like the way that Halloween 5 followed up Halloween 4, so whatever. It's fine with me. And like Paul Rudd is entertaining. I just wish I could say he was good. He's mostly fucking cringe and weird. Maybe when Paul Rudd first started out his career, he had some different thoughts of where he'd end up because he was definitely going for like a darker, edgier tone and just completely completely just failing in every dimension. Miserable, miserable performance. It's kind of fun to watch sometimes. But Curse of Michael Myers, I want to track down the producer's cut because I believe the film. I don't believe it could be a good film based on the footage I've seen, based on what I know of Joe Campbell's work. He's not. He's not a good filmmaker. Um, but based on the language that is intact, I could see it going from like a 1.5 star film to a 3 star film. I think that's being generous. I would love to see the producer's cut because I think that there is something decent in it. I think you can make a decent film out of it. It's definitely the producer's cut will not make it a beautiful movie. What is still there, the language is compromised. The language is like far too pedestrian. It's far not even pedestrian. The language is far too confused and muddled and amateurish to truly be on a to truly be truly transcend its bad reputation just by seeing an alternate version of it. Because the visual grammar that does exist is impossible to speak. It's impossible to communicate with that film. But Resurrection, it's a fucking it's garbage. It's trash. It's a trash movie. It's fucking garbage. It's one of it might be on if I had a list of 10 movies I hate the most, I think it'd be on there. I really do. I fucking hate it more than the Rob Zombie Halloween films. Yeah, it's gonna a little hot takes. I'm not sure if these are hot takes or not. Depends on which Halloween fan you talk to. Um, I also completely despise Rob Zombie's films, Halloween and Halloween 2. I absolutely despise his remakes. I think they're god awful. I think they're terrible. I think they're insulting. I think that they are um, deeply like just deeply insensitive. And I think they're completely out of touch with who Michael Myers is as a shape, as a character. And I've never liked Rob Zombie's style, Rob Zombie's visual grammar. I think he's a fucking waste. A waste of a director's chair. Yeah, the Halloween remakes are fucking god awful. They're terrible. And I'm also not a huge fan of Halloween 2018, the Blumhouse stuff. Um, I didn't like it. I didn't like 2018 either. I don't hate um, the reboot, the 2018 movie. I don't hate it. I just don't like it at all. Meanwhile, the Rob Zombie remakes and Halloween Resurrection, those are movies I actively despise. I completely hate them. Like neither of those films understand anything, anything about good slasher movie making. Neither of them do. Resurrection, I think, is worse than any of the than Rob Zombie's Halloween movies. Resurrection is the worst Halloween movie ever. It's one of the worst fucking movies. You just have to imagine sometimes, like who is the wealthy, affluent fucking exec who is like, yeah, that's it. You greenlight that shit. So much disrespect. Doesn't care about Laurie Strode. I mean, in Jamie Lee Curtis's defense, Jamie Lee Curtis did not care about this movie either, and who could blame her? But it's disastrously embarrassing to have to endure. And I'm embarrassed for everyone in the film. I'm embarrassed for everyone who has ever watched the film. I'm embarrassed for Michael Myers most of all, and I'm embarrassed and shocked at what they did to Laurie Strode. But I shouldn't just feel bad for Michael watching the fucking movie, like, out of embarrassment. Rob Zombie tried to make me care about Michael Myers. That was his biggest fucking flaw, like emotionally vibe with him. Only Rob Zombie can't make anything that's emotionally authentic. And I don't think emotional authenticity belongs in Halloween films. I think Halloween films are actually where you do moody atmosphere and style and maybe some innovative things with philosophy, but not so much emotionality. With Rob Zombie, we can at least have a conversation about why I hate his movies. With Halloween Resurrection, I'm not open to hearing any POVs to the contrary. Halloween Resurrection is a miserable fucking movie. It's almost an abusive experience. It's fucking terrible. But Curse of Michael Myers, yeah, I'm open. I am so open to that producer's cut. I'm open to it because there is something there. Um, no one fucking likes where the Thorn trilogy ended up, but that's what happened. That's what we ended up with. So let's try to salvage what we can from the wreckage and see if there's anything there that we can actually champion. I think there could be. I definitely think there could be. There could be some surprising greatness to it. I should really check out the producer's cut sometime. But the cut that I did watch, whatever one's on this old ass box DVD set, yeah, I think it was just a regular version. It was pretty fucking awful. It's pretty bad. But compared to Resurrection, it was Citizen fucking Kane. Halloween Resurrection doesn't work in any respect. It's mind-numbingly dumb social commentary. It's insulting imitation, a pale insulting imitation of postmodernism. And so far as a Halloween movie goes, it's damaging. It damaged its own fucking series. It damaged the character. It's unforgivably damaging. Uh, Everyone who was in that movie shouldn't be allowed to work again. End of. Jesus fucking Christ, Halloween Resurrection. Jesus Christ, that movie sucks. Holy fuck. It's fucking terrible. At least Curse of Michael Myers also had Donald Pleasance. There was still some semblance of professionalism and classicist atmosphere. It still felt right. Halloween Resurrection, I feel like I need a shower. I feel like I need a hiatus. For real, like, it's destroying film. It... Fuck Halloween Resurrection. I hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for watching this video.